Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today. We've had a lot of fun during the course of the previous weeks talking about the power word, and as I've dug down deep and found out about this word and come up with the traits that are common to individuals who have resolve, and resolve is really what I am working on along with my beautiful wife Donna, we begin to understand something else. My friend Mark Guy will agree with me on this. When you set out to do something, and that something that you're doing is not just a hope for, but you have resolved, you're going to do it. In other words, the decision is made. The plan of action has been put out there. There are a lot of steps, but you've already determined what the end goal is. So the end is in your mind, and you know the objective. And you know now, as you begin to formulate your plan and to organize and keep going forward, there are going to be stages that have to be met. That's why I mentioned that there were immediate goals, intermediate goals, and then there are the long-term goals, but all of those help us to arrive at that end. One of the biggest deterrents, one of the most obstructive forces that get in our way and can disrupt our progress and can cause us to disappoint ourselves is our own sense of fear. Fear. Now, let's understand fear in the context that I'm talking about. And that's what this particular video is about. It's simply setting up so you'll understand in the future videos what each of the letters fear mean to the individual who has made a determined decision to go forward with resolve and achieve their goals. The fear I'm talking about is not that fear or all that we have of a great power. I think that word fear sometimes is somewhat misused because Scripture refers to the fear of the Lord or the fear of God. But it's not a fear of God as being some terrible great power that is going to pound you over the head or strike you with lightning, but rather it's the understanding that there is a reverent awe. And in the presence of that God, you realize that you're literally nothing. But I'm not here to pontificate on some theological position. That is something that simply I understand from my background. Then there is the fear that we have when we realize that we are in danger or someone that we love is in danger. And this is when you can feel the hair stand up on the back of your neck. And you say to yourself, I've got to take action. This is that fight or flight situation where the adrenaline begins to rush into the body and you begin this defensive posture. And in that defensive posture, it may be necessary for you to even make some offensive moves, whether it's to run towards the enemy with the determination to take them out, or if it's to make a 180 and run the other way as fast as you can, or cry out for help, or scream, or whatever it takes. That is fear because you are in peril. And we've all experienced that. And in each and every day, that can and does come into our lives if we're not careful. And sometimes it comes to us whether we want it or not. The fear that I want to talk about in the upcoming videos is the fear that we allow ourselves to entertain because we doubt ourselves. We question ourselves. We look at our frailties, our fallibility, we look at our humanness, and we look at our what we think and perceive to be a lack of knowledge, a lack of appearance, a lack of strength, a lack of eloquence, a lack of quality, a lack of money, a lack of any one of a number of things, and we allow those to trump what could be potentially great success in our life. Why do we do that? There are a lot of reasons. And books are full of psychologists who have written about the environments that we were raised in. I was raised in a good environment, but I won't lie. There were times when I didn't believe in myself and I doubted myself and I had a poor self-image. I'm 66 and a half years old at the recording of this video. I've learned a lot. That's the key. What I have learned has not brought me to a state of petrified literally non-movement. It has brought me to a place where I know I must go forward and not allow anything to paralyze me. Everybody out there feels paralyzed sometimes. But the truth of the matter is, not a one of you that's watching this video, even if you have handicaps, not a one of you watching this video cannot overcome your fear and do something remarkable and great. But first you must know that fear is never your friend when it gets in the way of your potential. So as I talk about the letters in fear and what they mean to me, at the same time I hope to give to you, because you matter, one of the best messages that you can ever know. Begin today to think about fear as something that you want to look square in the face and say, no, I will not let you keep me from being who I know I can be and should be. This is John Morrow saying, it's time to go to battle, and fear has met its match.